Hello everyone, it is Andrea, and today we're coming at you with probably one of the biggest releases in a very long time. I hustled and bustled and I got all of this done in the shortest amount of time. It was honestly a wild ride, and I'm going to try and do this in an order that makes the most sense. But basically, all of this is available now. Link is always down below. So let's go ahead and get into it. First things first is I do have some new vinyls, so let's go ahead and go through those first. So these are waterproof vinyls. The first one is Greetings from Texas, and it has a like pixie sparkle all around the outside. And then I also have this like Halloween Labubu, which has a hollow background. And then I have this one, which is Strange and Unusual. Hello, I'm Strange and Unusual. And then last but not least is I also have this ScribblePrintsCo sticker. This one is on like a matte. I wanted to test out the like paper quality, and this one is not clear. Actually, all of them this week are not clear, but this has the white around the edges. And this will also be available as a freebie, like a choose your own freebie if you want to pick one of these up, or if you want to purchase extras, those will be available for purchase. I also do have some matte die cuts for this week, so these are not waterproof, but they are like more affordable for your journal. This one is emotional support dolls with some little trinkets, and then there is a berry ghost spooky situation, as well as a trinket bookshelf, and then there is the FU monsters as well as spooky vibes. So these are all available a la carte and perfect for journaling on matte sticker paper. I do have two different new matte die cut bundles. The first one here is Cozy Fall, and then the other one here is Spooky Goal. So let's go through the Cozy Fall first. Okay. So this one says Fall Girly and has a Kindle, and then you have the little like Polly Pocket pumpkin. Cozy Bookish Weekend Admit 1, and then these larger die cuts. So you have the Cozy Reader, and then this super cute little like dolly ghost that is a Cozy Reader. And then the next one is the Spooky Goal. So this one's more of like an orange, and then the other is more of like orange and fall. And then the other one is more purple and Halloween. So let's flip through these real quick. So similar vibes. So you have the little coffin, Polly Pocket library, a bookshelf. You have the Kindle as well as the Labubu monster and the little dolly ghost. Then I do have two monthlies. I'm sorry I've been a little bit behind on the monthlies. So first things first is we do have the September monthly. This is on glossy sticker paper. It's perfect for the Erin Condren sized planners. So this is Golden Woods art from Knittness Jess, and I am obsessed with it. Both of the ones that I'm showing you are from Knittness Jess. So you have the two pages that have a bunch of different deco, and then you have the more functional page, and then the freebie is the boxes for the sidebar, along with the glitter headers for the sidebar as well. The September is cut out, so you can either use it for this month, or you can use like a foiled month and use it for a different month. It makes it more customizable, and also it will work in other planners as well. It's just mostly the sidebar that is formatted specifically for the Erin Condren, but you could totally use that elsewhere. And then there is add-ons for this. So you do have the bars for the top if you're using the Erin Condren, as well as the Ombre Heart checklist for the sidebar. And there is also more functional bits if you're using this for other planner, but also of course for the Erin Condren. And then in matte sticker paper, I also do have the Hobonichi size, and then the add-ons. There is the boxes as well as the deco in the same like art set. Then if we move into October, I just went ahead and did both of these right away while I was in the zone. And this is in the Screamathon art, which is exclusive art to SPC. And this is again by Knittness Jess. Again, this is cut out, so there is no like white around it. You got some deco, some smaller deco, and then the more functional page. But again, this can work really, it would even work in like a reading journal if you wanted. And then you have some boxes here that are perfect for the sidebar of the Erin Condren for the freebie, or you could just use them wherever as some little decorative picture boxes. So that is the glossy monthly kit for the Erin Condren or other planners. And then you have the bars for the top of the planner, as well as the Ombre Heart checklist and the add-on functional boxes. And then for the Hobonichi in matte, we do also have the Screamathon monthly set, as well as the boxes and the deco. Now moving on to weekly kits. The first one here is a pop culture kit. So this will be available just for this week until next week, and that is Nevermore. Actually, I'll leave this up for 2 weeks just so you have time. So Nevermore, it is a Wednesday Addams inspired collection. Super cute. I think the next season came out yesterday, my time, question mark, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I did watch season 1 and I will be watching season 2. I'm just pretty much behind on everything at this point when it comes to TV shows. I think I'm like maybe 6 TV shows behind on like being up to date. So love it. Super cute. Definitely perfect for watching the show or anytime really if you love some Addams Family or Halloween, of course. So that also does come in a mini. It also does come in Hobonichi. The Hobonichi, as always, is in the matte and the add-ons. And then let me show you the add-ons for the glossy collection. There is the Doodle along with Doodle 2, functional background boxes, label, fashion options, ombre heart checklists, as well as pattern boxes, and all 6 Scribbler sheets. And that is everything for Nevermore. The next collection here is another spooky season, Velvet Shadows, really beautiful. Kind of reminds me of Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. Gorgeous, spooky, kind of like vampy Victorian collection, and I am obsessed. I love these colors. There's so many foils. I think rose gold would be really pretty with this, but also regular gold, silver, sparkly red, dark purple. There's just plenty of options. You even go down the matte road, or even like black would be really fun. So that is the Velvet Shadow collection. Extra fashion options here as the freebie in the Ultimate and Mini. Again, it is gorgeous. It'd be really pretty with like a lilac foil too, I think, or like an orange. That is the Ultimate kit. Also comes in a mini kit. And then also for my Hobonichi lovers, there is the Hobonichi collection here, as well as the add-ons. And then there is the add-ons in glossy for the weekly collection. You have Doodle, you have Doodle 2, you have Functional, you have the background boxes, you have Label, which you can see the background boxes are like a little bit of a darker purple, which is a lot in the collection. Ombre, Pattern, and then all 6 of the Scribbler boxes. Then, last but not least, collection-wise, we do have new exclusive art for Halloween, and I am beyond obsessed. I told Jess I think this is one of my favorite Halloween sets to date, and this is called Candy Corn, and y'all, I am so obsessed. It hurts. I love the fashion boxes. I love the Jell-O, even though I don't really like Jell-O. I love the vinyls because Nick loves vinyls. I love the house with the moon and the drinks and the spookiness and like all of the vintage kind of vibes, which is what I was thinking for this year for my custom. I wanted to do something a little bit like 50s, 60s, 70s, probably more 70s than anything. I don't know. I'm bad at my like decades, but I think it turned out so fabulous, and I love these colors. I just think they are so perfect, and I think this is going to be the Halloween kit. Like last year, I feel like Screamathon was it. This is the one. This is the Beautimus one that you need to have in your planner. I feel like foil colors. I feel like a sparkly black would be really fun. We have a lot of like sparkly oranges, sparkly greens, sparkly purples in shop. That would also be really, really fun. Or you could do silver. I love this living room box. It's so cute. The patterns were adorable, which you will see my love for the patterns more in a second. You have another fashion box here as the tall box in the freebie. I'm sorry I'm talking a little fast, but I am on a massive time crunch. And as you'll see, we are still going. We're still going with the releases, y'all. We still got a little ways to go. So we do have that in the Ultimate. We also have it in the Mini. And of course, we do have it in the matte Hobonichi set as well with the add-on boxes and deco. And then let me show you the add-on options for the glossy collection. So we do have Doodle. We have Doodle 2. We have the background boxes, which are super cute. We have the functional. We have the fashion. And then we also have the label sampler. There's something else behind that one. The label sampler as well as 2, which is this more like yellowy orange, I don't know. And then a nude color for 3. We have the ombre, we have the background, or the pattern boxes, and the scribblers as well. And then there's still more. Okay, so while we're talking about this collection, let's go ahead and go through the journaling set for this. Let me see. I might need to zoom you out a smidge. Okay, let's talk over the journaling set. So we have page 1. Again, this is exclusive art. You won't find it anywhere else. Page 1, this is all in matte. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or no, just kidding. I lied. 5, and then 6, and then 7. And then we have the 8, which is the letters, and then also the daily. And then there is also, if you want to add this on like the month, this is in the like cute like Halloween ransom that says October. And there is also, I forgot to send them to Kirsten. There is going to be a bunch of patterns available for this. I think there's 4 of them. in these like large pages. So you're gonna have a lot of options there. If I remember, I'll put the little listing picture here so you could see all of the patterns that you can choose from. Speaking of that, I do also have one journaling base. I mostly needed this for myself. I'm gonna use this without my Barrier Bones in the Midnight Soil spread. So I went ahead and whipped this up. This is the Burgundy Vintage. This is going to be in the journaling base section. And last but not least, I'm trying something new and something that's been highly requested. I'm going to order cellos that fit this more perfectly. But this is my Candy Corn, which is the collection that I showed you, junk journal kit. And y'all have to give me your feedback on this. I think it turned out really cute. I did a poll on paper types, and the highest one was matte, which honestly would make it the most affordable, which I feel like is kind of the vibe in the current economy. So let's go ahead and show you what's inside. So this is a junk journal set. It's very like open-ended. I also feel like this would be really cute for like reading journals, like if you wanted to pick up something to supplement. I feel like you could also then pick up stuff from the journaling collection. Let's say you want some ransom letters, you could grab those, some watercolor splashes. But this is just like a all-in bunch of different stuff. So let's go through it. So first things first is you have some large papers. Let me show you what this looks like in my Archer and Olive. I did not round the corners like I did with the journaling bases, but they are a little bit bigger. You could either cut them down, you can rip them, you could do anything, but I wanted something that you could like mostly like rip and like put around the page. And you could definitely use this for more than one spread or save your extras for next year. So there are two different papers. These are all on matte sticker paper. And then I have a scene that again, you can cut up, tear, however you like it. And then a bunch of deco bits. And then there's also a guest check that's very trendy in the junk journaling situation. And then I also did some random little shapes in the colors. And then there is like a little scene circle box. There's like a little patterned heart. And then there is some different like die cut stickers. So you have just different elements in a larger size than in that like little mini deco, and then a little fashion person, and then also some fake tickets to match. And I think it turned out really cute. I'm really excited about it. I was like really trying to think like if I was doing like a junk journal like spread, what would I want in it? And this is kind of what I came up with. The only thing I was thinking of was like letters, but I feel like you could just pick those up if you wanted ransom, or if you have like, we have ransom in all different colors, like black, white. We also have letter beads. We also have letter tiles that look like Scrabble. So I was like, I don't think I need to include those because I feel like you might already have a big stash of them. So I just picked things that I think need specifically like in the colors and such. So this is my first iteration. As y'all know, if you've been with me for a while, things change up based on suggestions when I use it and see like kind of what I need. But I like the way that this turned out. I think it turned out really cute, and I can always change it up based on the theme, and I like the way that it turned out. So I hope that y'all like that. Let me know your feedback in the comments down below. Send me a message, however you'd like to do it, because I am always all ears. So that, my friends, is everything for this week. Again, it was a large and in charge release. So yeah, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Toodle-de-loo.